Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. What the hell happened here? Something tells me that we're in for a ride with this one. Like, it's probably going to be long because most of the final episodes in all Phoenix Wright games are pretty long. But it also looks like it's planning to be complicated. We'll have to see. We started our investigation here. We met this weird guy over here to my right. And then 2B over there is holding K because they think that she did it. Well, we're gonna have to prove that wrong.
Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it?
Is that the voice I gave him before? I know it's been days. I have no idea.
I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat.
He's dead. Can I take over?
No? Why does he look weird?
But there's a possibility that it's related to the murder, wouldn't you agree?
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, why don't we give up for now?
We can force them to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof. I guess. I suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the prima du statues Kay was talking about earlier. Is it just me? Does this man look like still samurai? That's what I was thinking. Like, the face looks just like it. Babo prima du statue data. Okay. We've got quite a bit already. Right. Golly gee, what? God, you can't even walk in here. What is all this? What's this stuff?
Mr. Edgeworth, there's still something on this display rack, sir.
Oh, knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately.
I guess the handles all got burnt off by the fire. Ah! So, even the knives fell victim to the fire.
Is you okay over there? Ambassador Poleno, are these knives yours?
Why, yes, they are. They are a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babal. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Alabast's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Babalese ones have been reduced to this state.
Ornamental knives, huh? There's a small release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador Poleno, what is this notch here for?
Oh, that. It's a feature of these knives wherein you can freely exchange the handles on them. So that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course.
I see. So these knives were constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. Oh, I see. Is that why they're gone? They're saying they burned off, but, like, there's still a lot of stuff here that's intact. Could that really have happened? What's over here? These shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia. It's really strange, isn't it? I mean, I thought this was the Babalese embassy. Well, I mean, maybe they just like things. So why do so many American souvenirs, sir? Perhaps the Babalese are studying American culture and our tourism industry. If they have plans to make the Babalese tourism industry truly flourish, then they would need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose. Speaking of tourism, I got these from the blonde guy earlier, sir. He said that if I bring these with me to Babal, I can trade him in for a few buffets. Oh? So how do you expect to travel to Babal? Well, the whole world is connected by the ocean, sir. And for an all-you-can-eat buffet, I'd swim all the way to Babal if I have to. Can a few simple coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things? Yeah, when you're poor. Hell yes. What else? Oh, we can actually look at this. Okay. Hey, it's another butterfly. I believe it's the symbol of the Republic of Babal. Oh, okay. National symbol that adorns the national flag. Alabast flower is its counterpart. Okay. A drawing that's big on the wall of an embassy. It definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism. Well, I got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect our country. You may want to, Detective, however, I've yet to see the fruits of your desire. Oh, Edgeworth, don't be mean. You don't have to be so blunt about it, sir. Well... Oh, this guy's blocking the way here. Anything else? A small personal safe. Can we look at that? This was Mr. Cochin's office, so perhaps he stored his most important documents in here. Oh, of course it's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without the key. Locked safe. Alright. Perfect. How much logic do we have right now? Let's take a look. I don't remember, really. Just 3. Motif on the knife handle, A butterfly-shaped guard adorns the handle of the murder weapon. which looks exactly like that. Maybe those are related. And the lock safe. Well, they probably want us to connect these right here. So butterfly-shaped handguard. Butterfly of Babal. Why not, right? Yes? Boom. The design of the knife's handle. It greatly resembles the special Babalese species of butterfly.
It does, doesn't it? Plus it says right here.
This knife is property of the Republic of Babal. Perhaps this means that the knife used in the crime was found right in this room. That's what it looks like. That would be very convenient, wouldn't it? Well, can't do anything with that yet. Alright, God, this in and out. I don't even know. Can we talk to Francie?
Miles Edgeworth.
What is it?
Let me tell you something. You're currently my subordinate. And if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect.
I didn't even say anything yet. What's with the giddy glint in her eyes? She likes ordering people around. Haven't you gotten that by now? I don't think that will really be necessary, Francisca.
Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you're still under me.
Oh. There's probably a mango about that somewhere. I thought Francisca was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. So then why is she here at this embassy? Oh, Francisca's return. Why is she here when she's supposed to be overseas in pursuit of a smuggling ring? Okay, can we talk to her about anything? Aha, the murder, thank you.
I was investigating at the Albastinian embassy when I got wind of this mess.
Oh, that's right. The Altagarasu was due to appear at that embassy as well.
Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although, there is an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Babalese embassy.
Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well, eh?
I see you've met. Well, he's in the Alabastian embassy acting as a bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there.
Like what? Tell me about the Altagarasu.
So the suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is that little girl. I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the Altagarasu?
Kay would never harm a soul, sir.
Kay?
She didn't recognize her? Friends, you remember you met her before. You remember, do you not? About the case we investigated together 7 years ago. That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday.
So, she's that feisty little girl.
Kay's been on the trail of the Altagarasu, which is how she ended up here. Looking for the one who took her father's life.
I see.
Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Altagarasu just keeps tricking us all. How so? The Altagarasu sent a card saying, "I'll be there to steal your dirtiest secret."
Stealing a secret. The card warned that the Altagarasu will steal the embassy's dirty secret.
Right. That's how we were tipped off.
But all we had is an arson and a murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sir? It's a breach of contract and it's going on a rap sheet.
I don't think they have to really stick to what they said.
If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight.
I do wonder, though, if Callisto Yu really is the Altagarasu. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Alright, well, we got some logic. What do we have? Lock safe. Francie's return. Why is she here? Stealing a secret. The card warned that the Altagarasu will steal the embassy. Maybe that's why she's back. Perhaps we could... No? I'm gonna connect them. Maybe because she heard wind of it too, right? Just like we did. She came back right away. To steal your dirtiest secret? Is it possible that the dirty secret the Altagarasu is out to steal is in this very room?
Dirty secret?
Francisca, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhanded dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence.
In that case, then, the person I'm looking for is here in the Babalese embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation.
I think I just might need to ask Francisca about her smuggling case in more depth. Will she tell us? Let's see. Franzi. Do you have anything? Aha, smuggling. Okay. Francisco, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you are here right now is related to that?
Yes. After analyzing the intel we've gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And this is what tipped us off.
This accounting document? It's only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the kingdom of Codopia, which means that somewhere in the countries of Alabas and Babal is the head, the one pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring.
That's Francisca for you. She's amazing, pursuing the case with all she has.
She is amazing, isn't she? Codopian paper document, okay. So we got that. Right. Who haven't we talked to? Oh, we haven't talked to this weird dude, have we? Can't remember. Oh my goodness.
I can't believe that Manny fell among thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is.
Ambassador Poleno, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That and only that. I ask you to cooperate not only for your sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well. Oh shit, look, he got all serious.
You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating. Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these.
Oh, the buffet tickets, eh? Okay. I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe.
Oh, no. These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babal.
Now I remember. The Republic of Babal is known for its feverish tourism industry. Are they doing that well if they're just handing them out to people? Who knows? Alright, Manny Cochin. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased Manny Cochin.
He was my secretary, and the embassy secretariat, charged with running the whole place. He was an admirable man. His death is a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything, accounting, printing, taking care of our national treasures.
I'm sorry, but did you say printing?
Our country's primary source of revenue is in our tourism industry. So, in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here at our embassy.
I see. Please excuse my forwardness, however. I feel I should mention that I have the distinct impression that I've met him before.
Oh, yes. Since you are of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KG-8 incident.
The KG-8 incident? Don't you remember, Edgeworth? We remembered that from before.
The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny.
Right. We've seen this. See, Mr. Cochin is the same man as the one in that case. How many Manny Cochins could there be?
It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from that case and dove enthusiastically into the job. He was the one who planned this event and was to oversee the embassy's renovations. It really is a shame. He had such a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, terrible. Tell me about these renovations.
I'm like, I don't even care.
What exactly did you mean earlier by renovations?
We can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy think we're a poor nation, can we? So, renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us do our best is now no longer with us.
Oh, was he that good? Maybe he was like the best.
Travel agent.
Ambassador Poleno, I was wondering if I may ask you about Codopia.
Codopia? Alright. What would you like to talk about?
First, I'd like to ask you about this key.
What about this key?
I found it sticking out of Mr. Cochin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to this embassy, is that correct?
Upon closer inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly.
That's not all about this key, it's also capable of changing into a knife.
Oh! How fascinating!
Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this? No. Look at him. You know he lying.
In this knife form, there's a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be a part of Codopia.
What? And how did you come to that conclusion? Because it has both symbols on it, of course.
It has both of Codopia's national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose Manny used this key here at the embassy back when we were still Codopia.
Oh, 7 years ago. Alright. Ambassador Poleno, this key was stolen from the Codopian embassy 7 years ago. By Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu.
Oh, really?
You were not aware that Monsieur had broken into the embassy at the time?
I'm sorry. I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see.
Well, that seems... How convenient for you.
I only became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation.
Yeah, but still, didn't you hear about it?
But if Manny were still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then.
Mr. Cochin and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. But that doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present. That doesn't, does it? Strange. Did we get logic from that? Oh wait, key used at embassy. Key was stolen from the Kudopian embassy 7 years ago by the Yatagarasu. Wait a minute, you don't think... You don't think it's actually the key to this? Oh, wait a minute. It could be. It could be. Let's see. Brr. Uh-oh. We know for a fact that Yatagarasu's key was used at the embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim Mr. Cochin's pocket. Which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in this office. Good thinking, sir. Let's go try it out. Are we going to? Okay, let's see what happens. It appears I was correct. The key that was left to us in the victim's pocket. It literally turned out to be the key to the next piece of the truth. How convenient, though. Do we worry about that? Yeah, just what I thought. It's empty. Probably because they already got in here. What do we have here? Hey, there's nothing inside. You think the Yatagarasu made off with everything? No, Detective, I believe all we need is a closer look. Alright, let's look at it closely. Obviously, there's a piece of paper. Alright. Boop. Examine this My thing is really weird, sorry. What is this here? It looks like the ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir. No, I don't think it's ripped. It seems more to me like it's stuck in the safe. Hey, you're right. It won't budge an inch. Not even when I tug on it. Oh, it what? Oh, don't screenshot of that, actually. Just don't. But I don't think I've ever seen paper stuck on the inside of a safe before. Is there another compartment behind there? Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe. It's got a false wall, does it? What do you mean? What I mean is that the secret to the safe is that it has 2 compartments. Yeah. That was pretty obvious by looking at it. Even just eyeballing it, you can see that the inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way that the paper is stuck at the back of the safe, I'd say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of it. In other words, the safe has a 2nd compartment. What? I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct and there is a 2nd compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there's no other lock or keyhole in sight. Actually, there's one more spot of interest to me on the safe. Oh? Yes, and I believe that spot is the keyhole to our mystery 2nd lock. The safe and its locks? Alright then, since you are so sure of yourself, show me how you deduced your answer. It's this thing, right? Because look, right here. It looks just like the key. Perhaps that? Hey, there's a hole here, sir. It's a little too oddly shaped for a latch hole. Wow, that's a funny shape for a latch, huh? It's shaped kinda like a star, don't you think, sir? Detective, I would hardly call that shape a star. There must be some reason for this hole. Don't screenshot that either, actually. Well, there's gotta be some reason for why the hole's shaped so weirdly. Oh. Well, am I overthinking it? No, I don't think so. Maybe I'm overthinking things. Nah, there's no way I could ever do that. Aw, look, they're thinking the same, even though Edgeworth would probably never ever admit that he was. Detective Gumshoe, could you please be quiet for a second? You're frightening me. Why? Because he's been so smart. Alright, well then how do we... Okay, let's... Oh, we can deduce it. I didn't even see that deduce was up there. Might be. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Yeah, the key. Where is it? The key? Yatagarasu's key. Yep. Even though it looks like a knife right now, that's what threw me off. Doesn't the shape of his keyhole remind you of something, Francisco? The shape does look very familiar. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more. Nope, you wrong, girl. Is that so? The person who used the safe, Mr. Cochin, made sure the safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that would allow the keyhole to the hidden half to just look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person could figure it out? Oh, Francie. You can't be serious! Are you saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment? That's precisely what I'm saying. Oh, Francie mad. And I'll prove to you right now that the Autograss's key is the key that will open it. Objection! Oh, love that objection. The Autograss's key? Miles Edgeworth, this had better be a very bad joke. Sorry, this is no joke. The Autograss's key is the very key that will open the second compartment of the safe. We know that this key opens the first compartment of the safe, but the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key. Maybe it's oh, I see what she's saying. Okay, so maybe... Oh, here we go again with this. Sorry, guys. You know how this is. What about this part that flips out? Is that what we're talking about right now? Not that part. Oh god, it's gonna take me forever to... Oh! What if you put it in... Oh, I see. So the key, when you flip it to the key, opens the door at first. And then do you use the knife end to open the second? Look, it's got that kind of star shape, does it not? I'm gonna try that. Yes! Let's go over this again, shall we? The Opticoros's key was originally made to open Mr. Cochin's safe in the Kodopian embassy. We confirmed that as a fact by opening the door to the safe with it. Now, let's take a look at the back end of the key. Looking at the knife portion head-on, what do you see? What are you talking... Ah! It appears that you've come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head-on, the knife's blade is the exact same shape as the keyhole. Ingenious! The real function of the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of the safe. But that's preposterous! Because it looks like a knife and was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago. We fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks, it is really clever, isn't it? I would never have thought. Whatever is hidden inside the secret section must be of incredible importance. So was it not opened, actually, because the person didn't know? Then, it's even possible that what I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy, hurry up and open the safe. Ah, yes, sir. Open it now, sir. What's in there? These items. Oh, shoot. I thought that was Franny. Sorry. These items. It's a bunch of funny-shaped things. I guess they're pieces of art, huh, sir? You're in the way! Move, Scruffy! I didn't think I was in the way. These pieces of art. They're identical to the ones that have been stolen from various countries around the world. I figured as much. These are the treasures this section of the safe was to hide from view. I believe more thorough examination is required. Oh, great. Good look at this now. Holy crap. Right, okay. Oh, we can deduce as well. Should we look at the paper? Maybe the paper explains what everything is. Is this spot somehow... Oh, whoops. First, we should probably look at it. Oh, crap. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay, we could easily back out of it. Okay, so let's examine everything first. These are pieces of stolen art from around the world. I wonder how much they're worth, especially this one. Scruffy, don't touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands. Wait, do you have any idea what would happen to you if one of them were to break? Is it just me, or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now? Oops. It's fine. Oh, you can't really... What about this paper? Can I read what's on there? This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about. Beats me, sir. Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up, detective? Oh, here we go. Mr. Cochin's last name is written here on the last page. I wonder what the significance of this document is. Oh, is it... Oh. Wait a minute now. Okay, so we can deduce this because we've got the second paper, don't we? Yeah. Here. This paper here. Right here. It goes in the middle. Look at these documents, Franziska. It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? Yeah. Well, it certainly looks that way. By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. And it seems that you have now found what you were looking for. Yes, and with this it has become crystal clear that Mr. Cochin himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Babalis Inc. Really? Babalis Inc. Babalis Inc. is a special product of the Republic of Babal. However, due to a special reason, only limited volume is ever exported. Why is that? And that reason is? That's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis and you don't need to know. In any case, it seems that the head of our smuggling ring was our victim, Manny Cochin. So he was rotten from the start. Everyone thought so, even when he got off innocent from KG-8. His base was in an embassy, thus it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. But it's so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice. Well, even if he is dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds. You expect me to whip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested. I'm surprised. Franziska, you must know that Manny Cochin was the suspect in the KG-8 incident. Of course I know. On top of being the head of the smuggling ring. Excuse me. There's the matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. Oh, okay, the investigation's complete. Alright. Oh, 2B, are you still here? Are you and investigating? Girl, wouldn't you like to know? Why don't you scan the place with your robot eyes? You realize now, don't you, that this girl is the only one it could be. First of all, she didn't have the key on her, did she? Now come along quietly, Yatagarasu K. Faraday. You are under arrest for the murder of Manny Cochin. Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you have to believe me. I didn't do it. I chased the fake Yatagarasu in here. And he was already... You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You better stop her, Edgeworth. I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. What is that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit of this crime. Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are. Beep boop. I kind of want to keep doing that, but I think it's going to get very annoying. Why arrest Kay? Okay, we're not exactly up on time, but I definitely don't want to mess it up in the middle of a testimony, so we will do this in the next one and see what our little android has to say. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, and I will see you soon in the next one. Toodaloo!